How's it going, everybody? RyeSquad here today, and we are back with our Oakland Athletics franchise mode here in the postseason in 2027. We are getting into the ALDS against Detroit, and I'm pretty excited for this, guys, and I know you guys are too. I know there's some of you that are hardcore that love this series, and I gotta say, I love you guys too. Thank you so much for being with me all the way through. I believe this is episode 20, the longest ever MLB The Show series I've ever done, probably the most I've ever played MLB The Show this year, and you guys have made it so worthwhile, and I just want to really say, genuinely, I am so thankful for those of you that comment every time, that leave likes, that watch the videos, even if you're not commenting or liking the video, just, watching and enjoying it. And I know there's already been some talk about my next franchise mode once we sunset the A's, but we don't have that much to think about. I mean, I already got a team in mind, and it was thanks to you guys in the comments. And well, I like to go about 10 seasons in all my franchise modes, both NHL and MLB. Not really ever done a Madden one where I'm looking to do this kind of thing, but about 10 seasons. And we are in season number, I think, 7 right now. So we got a couple more seasons to go. Also, if we're on the cusp of winning the World Series, I don't want to quit completely. We may transition over to Twitch. So if you guys like Twitch streams, go ahead and follow me on Twitch. The link is in the description, or you can find me at twitch.tv/RyeSquad. So let's go ahead, guys, jump in. Enough of the intro, enough talking about what's coming. What's coming is we're going to spank the Detroit Tigers. We're going to absolutely dominate. And we're going to take a look at our roster heading into this one. Now, I saw some of you guys also mentioned, I see Michael Busch's name. It reminded me. You guys like the idea of Michael Busch at second next season. And I agree, right? JP Crawford's in a contract year. We'll see what he wants, right? He's only making 3.8, and he's been really, really good on the bench. I mean, it's kind of stupid that we have an 88 overall that was just kind of on the bench. But hey, we made a really good team, right? But Michael Busch is probably going to be our starting second base. I mean, he's just so good. And he's finally got his shot. Adley Rutschman and Soderstrom, and then we got Kane, who's growing nicely, right? But we're going to talk about this season, this playoff series. We got Peterson, Gallen, Hoglund, Rodriguez, who's up to an 85, and then Glasnow at an 81. So we'll see. Oh my God, the model for Glasnow looks so depressed. He's seen, oh, I'm so sorry, my guy. He's definitely seen some stuff. JP Crawford and Bobby Witt in the middle infield, Bo Bichette and Michael Busch at the corners. Freddie Thompson out in left, Alex Verdugo at center, and Jesus Sanchez, who's in a contract year, out in right. And maybe we bring him back. I mean, he's only making $5 million. He is dropping off. His power versus lefties got decimated. So maybe we look to find a new outfielder in free agency and let him walk, especially considering how much he might be asking for. And then there is Nick Castellanos. I was like, where is he? There's Nick Castellanos, who's dropping off. His $14 million contract might be one we look to move on from after the season, just because as a DH, he's great, but he is dropping off significantly, and his $14 million can be somebody else's problem. But he was very, very good for us for a season. Obviously, we know our closers, Karinchak, and we got a really, really good bullpen. Connie Nelson's up to an 85. I'm not quite ready to start him, I don't think. I think I'd like to still start Glasnow just because the hits per 9 is so much better. But we can see. Maybe we will start Connie Nelson, or maybe even Jordan Wicks, who's been really, really good for us. So there is our team. Let's take a look at the Detroit Tigers. I unfortunately can't just flip to their depth chart, but we can go right here and kind of start here. So their starting pitching is kind of weak, right? Matt Manning, Jackson Joby, I'm not exactly sure how you say his name, Eduardo Rodriguez, Ty Madden, and Connor Siebold. So it's a pretty weak rotation. I mean, those three right here in the low 80s, mid to low 80s, they're solid, but not as your ace and your second guy, right? You want those mid to upper 80s, like 86 would be my second guy. 85 could be a second guy, and then obviously 89, 90, 91, whoever you can get to be your ace. Their bullpen has got one solid pitcher here in Gary Moreau. I remember this name. I said that last time, but other than that, if we chew into their bullpen, it doesn't look too pretty, right? Look, they got Luis Castillo, Will Johnson, John Schreiber, and Dennis Santana, who, if any of these guys come in, I'm fairly confident that we can get some hits off of them. Gary Moreau, he's solid as a reliever. I'd take that. Their closer is Travis Lankin Sr. He had 3 blown saves. And how many saves did I must have passed it for sure. Yeah, 2 saves, 3. Okay, so maybe he's being used as just a reliever. That's what it looks like, especially considering how many holds he has. Gary Moreau is their closer, so that makes sense. So really, their closer is the only bullpen pitcher that's actually that good. They got Dylan Dingler as their catcher, with Jake Rogers and then CJ Rodriguez also here. These guys, they're just rostering 3 catchers, which I mean, I guess makes sense for the postseason. ish. I mean, you kind of want to have 3 catchers on your 40 man at all times, just in case somebody gets hurt. But not a really great catcher core here for Detroit. Their first baseman is Damon Matthews, who's actually got some contact against lefties. He's not a good fielder, but again, he's first base. He's an average hitter. He's not good. They don't have a good first baseman. Second base, though, they have quite the elite player. I believe he just won the Gold Glove for second base. So Nico Horner is somebody that they absolutely have a steal here. Just the bat's fine. The bat's okay, but it's that fielding really you're looking at. You know, he doesn't need to have a great arm because he's in second. He's just going to toss it to first or second. You know, he doesn't really have to throw it that far, but he's got great reaction and great fielding. So he's going to be he's going to be a problem, right? Defensively. And then third base, they've got an okay fielder, but he can't hit. He can see the ball, but he just can't really hit it. Again, their infield is really just Nico Horner, in my opinion. They've got nobody else in their infield that's all that menacing. I forgot about shortstop here, but okay, Yu Chang, solid player. He's decent. He doesn't have an arm, but he can stop the ball, and so maybe you can beat out his throw. But he's a solid player. I can't say he's bad, but you know, he's all right. So it's really Nico Horner, Yu Chang, and then nobody else. In the outfield, though, they have Lamonte Wade Jr., who's a great hitter against righties, which is unfortunate because we have mostly righties in our starting rotation. His fielding is average, so in left, we'll see. In center field, they have Riley Green, their young prospect. We already took Spencer Torkelson from them. I did not take Riley Green from them as well, and you guys can see he turned out to be a phenomenal player. An amazing bat against righties. Really good, above average, solid, great. I'd say great fielder in the high 80s for just about everything. And then the contact. So against lefties, he's not the greatest, but hey, I mean, this guy's a really, really good player. So it's really him and Nico Horner probably propping up this team. And then out and right, they have Joe Adell, who never ends up hitting his potential. He's the fakest A potential ever. And then Roberto Campos, who they're both okay, right? Like Joe Adell's batting definitely got a lot better from where he starts any save at. But honestly, not really too scared. It's Nico Horner and Riley Green, and then it's average, right? It's an okay team. Where did they end up finishing? I just want to know where they ended up finishing in the regular season. They won 85 games, which would have been good enough for 4th in our division. So that kind of goes to show you that the AL Central was a little weak. So this is definitely our best opportunity to win the ALDS for the first time. This is a really, really good opportunity to win ALDS for the first time. And they didn't have anybody on IL that we saw that could be coming back. And so we don't have to worry about that going through and checking for that. But the Angels have defeated the Houston Astros in the wild card. So it is LA versus Toronto. But we have Detroit, Oakland. Let's go ahead, jump into it. We're going to go ahead and quick manage. The managed full game is cool and all, maybe in game 7 of the World Series if we get there, elimination game kind of thing, but I'm pretty sure we can jump in at any point too. So let's go ahead, just wear our standard white home. We are at home. I don't really care. We're going to start Gallon. Yeah, Gallon, he is our ace, even though Peterson seems to do better, but maybe that's because he's the second guy and he's not getting the toughest matchups. But here we go. I'm a bit nervous. I'm ready. So let's see. Can you actually jump in? Oh yeah, you can enter game with the X button. I see. Okay. So to Nico Horner, let's just pitch to him. He's going to ground out. Joe Adell will just pitch. And Riley Green singles. Lamonte Wade is going to ground out. And okay. So they get the first hit of the game, but a relatively quiet first inning. Bo Bichette, go ahead and swing, fly out. Single there from Verdugo. Grounds into a fielder's choice. Jesus Sanchez and Castellanos. We have 2 outs, so let's hit and run. And he's going to ground out. That's okay. Maybe I'm overusing the hit and run. I should use it probably more sparingly, but Yu Chang up to bat. He's going to walk. Dylan Dingler is going to fly out. Roberto Campos is going to single. Now we have runners on the corner. We have an open base so we can pitch around him. We walk, we load the bases. Isaac Paredes is going to hit a single and score a run. Another run is scored. We walk the bases full again, and we finally get a strikeout. So 2 runs for Detroit there. Bobby Witt grounds out, Rutschman flies out, and Bush strikes out. This is not looking good. So far, not great for Gallon, whose energy is really taking a serious hit. Lamonte Wade Jr. will pitch to, Yu Chang will pitch to, and Dylan Dingler. There we go. So a 1-2-3 inning, getting back on track. We got to really get into Matt Manning here, so let's go ahead and see if we can get a hit. Freddie Thompson's on an error. I don't care. He's on base. JP Crawford flies out. Bo Bichette lines out. Verdugo hits a 2-run home run, and we have tied the game. Thank you, Alex Verdugo, who's got Matt Manning's number, baby. Let's go. Nick Castellanos is going to strike out, but the game is tied. That error proves incredibly costly. That is massive. All right, so let's take a look here at the Detroit lineup. Roberto Campos is going to ground out. Damon Matthews strikes out, and Isaac Paredes pops up, and he is out. So through 4 innings, only 2 earned runs. Zach Gallen's energy really is getting drained. They have had a lot of base runners. I know we think we walked 2 or 3 players at this point, but anyway, Jesus Sanchez flies out. Bobby Witt Jr. singles. Adley Rutschman strikes out, and then Michael Busch is going to hit a double, and we are going to score Bobby Witt Jr. from first and take the lead. I think this is the first time we've ever come back in the postseason. If you guys remember the Cleveland series last year, it was just one team dominating the whole time, coast to coast, end to end in the game. So here we go. Freddie Thompson is going to walk. We now have runners on. I absolutely love that. Come on, JP Crawford. He's going to pop up, and he is out. Nico Horner now up to the plate against Gallen. If Gallen can get through the 5th, I'm fine with that. His energy's getting pretty low, so we'll see. He's going to walk. Joe Adell flies out. Riley Green strikes out. Lamonte Wade Jr. is going to single. They got runners on first and second, and we get a fly out. So we are we're definitely going to pull Gallen right now. I think we need to get through another 2 innings with somebody. Find maybe one reliever to get us through 2 innings. Maybe Jordan Wicks comes in. I don't know. I probably will use him here. But we're at the bottom of the 5th. We got a chance to extend our lead against Matt Manning, who we are now seeing, I think, for the 3rd time through the lineup. A ground out from Bo Bichette. Verdugo, who's had his number, is going to strike out. A bit of a revenge from Matt Manning. And Castellanos is going to single. Jesus Sanchez grounds out. Oh, whoa. Hit the paddles on my controller here. Don't want that. Substitution. Actually, we could pitcher change. There we go. Let's bring in Wicks. I think Wicks is probably the guy to get us through 2 full innings, because I don't want to really use any of these guys in the bullpen just yet, like any of the major names, right? We'll use Wicks for now. He's the long reliever, sure, but he's a good pitcher, and he can get us probably to the 8th, if not partially into the 8th. A fly out. Campos is going to strike out, and Damon Matthews, we hit him. Isaac Paredes grounds into a fielder's choice. I don't know if they're going to switch pitchers just yet, but it's Matt Manning versus Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt's going to single. Rutschman, yep, there it is. Okay, so Frank Olivo comes in, the 76 overall, great hits per 9. Okay, but he gives up home runs. He's not very clutch, so with runners in scoring position, he's not going to be good. No control, but he does have that really good hits per 9, so you're not going to get good contact, but if you do, it's leaving the yard. Adley Rutschman's going to strike out. Michael Busch singles. There we go. We got runners on first and second with 1 out. Swing. He's going to strike out. JP Crawford flies out. We had a chance there. Runner in scoring position, but we left him at second. Nico Horner flies out. Joe Adell doubles. He's got that speed. Now they have a runner in. Let's pitch around Green, and we strike him out. Let's go. Okay. Let's pitch around Lamonte Wade, and he's going to get a single and score him from second, and we just pitched to him there. So I really, really wanted to avoid giving them something good to hit. That's why I pitched around him, right? We had an open base, and unfortunately, they ended up scoring a run. But no fear, because we got Bo Bichette up against Frank Olivo as he walks. Verdugo grounds into a fielder's choice. Castellanos flies out, and Jesus Sanchez hits a 2-run homer. And there's a big bomb from Sanchez. A huge home run at this point of the game. I thought it might tell us the distance there. But Bobby Witt Jr. now up to the plate is going to strike out. And Jordan Wicks, he's done good. He's done well. We're going to bring in Karinchak as our closer. We're going to bring in Lee Rodriguez here and see if we can get into the 9th. So pitch, a ground out, Campos, ground out, Matthews, fly out. Beautiful. Lots of contact, but also no runners. So I'll take it. Adley Rutschman now singles. Michael Busch flies out. Freddie Thompson grounds into a double play. And now we're in the top of the 9th, and we're going to bring in Karinchak. This is the perfect opportunity. It's a 2-run game. So let's go ahead. And they've got the bottom of the order, 9-1-2 coming up. Paredes grounds out. Horner walks. He's going to single. We now have runners at the corner. Let's walk him. There we go. So now we're facing Lamonte Wade Jr. Bases loaded. 1 out, but now a play to any base. A pop-up, and they don't score any runners. Oh, might have been a foul pop, and Yu Chang now is the only thing standing between us and winning game 1. He is going to fly out, and we are going to win 5-3. Karinchak gets out of the bases loaded jam with the win, and that is huge. And Jordan Wicks actually gets the win because we weren't winning. That's right. No, we were winning. I guess maybe because he didn't make it through the 5th. I can't remember. But Alex Verdugo with his 2-run home run is the MVP. And Jordan Wicks is going to get the win. So let's go ahead, simulate there. Who else won in their series? Toronto's up 1-0. San Diego's up 2-0. And Washington's up 2-0. We now have Peterson versus Joby. And we're going to quick manage this one as well. There we go. Where our homes. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I just leave it all as is. And then we have David Peterson here, who was an all-star. And here we go. All right. Peterson versus Horner. I don't think they're as good against lefties. I don't. Strikeout, Adele, ground out, Green hits a solo homer. That's right. Green is good against righties, not lefties. And then we got a fly out. So the solo homer, the only damage, the only hit in the top of the first, and that's not how you want to start the game. Bo Bichette flies out. Verdugo pops up. Castellanos singles. Sanchez strikes out, unfortunately. Damon Matthews now up to the plate. He's going to pop up. Campos. And then McGraw is going to walk. And we'll run, score. They score him from first. We'll pitch around. We walk. Horner walks. Joe Adele hits a grand slam. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Riley Green strikes out, and we're now down 6-0. Maybe I just got to tell these guys to pitch instead of pitching around and things like that. Bobby Witt Jr. is going to, okay, good day for hitting, it seems. Adley Rutschman grounds into a double play, and then Michael Busch grounds out. Yu Chang versus Peterson, ground out, strikeout, single, pop up. Okay. It's okay. We're down 6-0. We need to start getting the bats going soon. Freddie Thompson up to the plate, fly out. Crawford, ground out. Bichette walks. Verdugo swing, ground out there. And we're down 6-0 through 3 innings. Dingler, Paris, Horner, 1, 2, 3. That's what you want to see. That's a good bounce back. 2 straight shutout innings after giving up a grand slam. That sucks. Castellanos walks. Sanchez grounds into a fielder's choice. Bobby Witt Jr. pops up. And Adley Rutschman strikes out. All right, can we get through the 5th here? Joe Adele grounds out. Riley Green flies out. Yu Chang grounds out. Okay, maybe I can get him into the 6th and see how he does there. Michael Busch now walks. That's a great way to lead off an inning. Come on, Freddie Thompson. He's going to walk. There we go. There's no real other things I can tell these guys to do other than just swing away. There we go. Bases loaded for Bo Bichette. Swing away. Sacrifice fly. Does score a run. Alex Verdugo grounds into a fielder's choice. We now have runners at the corner. So let's just hit and run. And he is going to fly out there, unfortunately. David Peterson's energy is a little low, but we'll try it. Campos, fly out. McGraw, ground out. Beautiful. So he got through 6 innings, giving up 6 runs. That's not great. We've only scored 1 in support. Bobby Witt Jr. strikes out. Adley Rutschman singles. Michael Busch singles. Freddie Thompson strikes out, unfortunately. And now we're going to make a pitching change. We're going to go to Jose Ruiz just because I don't need to use my best reliever here. We're down by 5 in the 7th. Error. Cool. Paris grounds into... Yeah, we set that one up. And then at least we got the double play. Joe Adele's going to strike out. And they're probably going to switch pitchers. Yep, Will Johnson here. This is the guy that we can come back against. Come on, boys. We got Crawford and then the top of the order. A fly out. Bichette grounds out. Verdugo flies out. I'll keep Jose Ruiz in there. A ground out. Yu Chang walks. Damon Matthews walks. A strikeout. And a 3-run home run. A ground out. And he gets through it, I guess. 3-run. Wow, we are just getting absolutely bombed. Let's get through this game. Pitching change. We'll bring in Pelouse. Pitch, single, walk, double play, totally calculated, and strikeout. Adley Rutschman, can we come back? Pitching change. Dennis Santana. Ground out, walk. It's over. 10-1 loss. What an absolute joke of a game from us. Drop the ball here, with home field advantage. And now we head to Detroit, tied in this series. Let's go ahead and quick manage here. Oh, brother. All right, Comerica Park. Small ball that favors us, actually, I think. Gunnar Hoglund here is going to pitch for us. Let's go ahead. Everybody's well rested, so things are looking good. Bo Bichette, go ahead and swing. Bobby Witt swing. Castellanos swing. 1, 2, 3 inning. Nico Horner flies out. Adele grounds out. Green. Oh, my God. Riley Green. I absolutely hate Riley Green with a passion right now. I wish I got to check out the postseason stats. Anyway, he's got 2, 3 home runs against us now. I think 1 grand slam. It's ridiculous. Jesus Sanchez walks. Verdugo pops up. Rutschman strikes out. Hit and run, ground out. Because I think hit and run, you'll have less chance at good contact, but I don't know. Yu Chang flies out. Dylan Dingler flies out. Roberto Campos strikes out. Okay, so a good second inning there from Hoagland, who gave up the home run in the first, but now we've got Freddie Thompson up to the plate in the top of the third. He's going to ground out. JP Crawford's going to walk. There we go. Good base runner for Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette, you've not gotten a single hit. Still no hits. Bobby Witt Jr.'s gotten 3. Can we get one here? No, he's going to strike out. Damon Matthews grounds out. Paredes grounds out. Horner flies out. There, wow, that was a really solid inning for us. Castellanos, 2 hits and 8 at-bats. Can we get another one? Nope. Jesus Sanchez? Nope. Alex Verdugo walks. Adley Rutschman singles. Come on, Michael Busch. You're batting really well, actually, with an RBI. He's going to strike out. That's a major bummer. Oh, I think it might have been Joe Adell with the grand slam. Anyway, 2 home runs for Riley Green. There's a third. Are you kidding? He's got 2 home runs in this game. He's got 3 home runs in the series and 2 in this game. He's the only reason they're ahead in this one. And we look, other than Riley Green, I'm going to pitch her. I'm done pitching to him. I'm pitching around Riley Green from now on. Come on, Freddie Thompson. Ground out. Crawford. Singles. Bo Bichette, would you hit the ball?
That hit him. He's got first.
Or be hit by the ball. Either one works. Just get on base, my dude. Bobby Witt Jr., come on. 3-run homer, and we take the lead with 1 swing of the bat. Bobby Witt Jr., we come back again. 2 solo shots from Riley Green, but Bobby Witt Jr. with the 3-run jack in the top of the 5th, and now Nick Castellanos comes to the plate and singles. Jesus Sanchez is going to strike out, but we got Verdugo. That was with 1 out. Come on, Verdugo. Let's see what you got. Swing. He's going to single. I got to move him up. I think I'm going to move Verdugo up for Sanchez. That's definitely what I'm going to do. Adley Rutschman is going to line out, unfortunately, but here we go. Now with the lead, Gunnar Hoagland on the mound, fly out. Campos hits a solo home run and ties it. Damon Matthews flies out and Paredes flies out. They might want to consider switching pitchers. And they are going to. Frank Olivo is back, their favorite dude who just generates not very good contact, but I mean, he doesn't strike people out very often. Pop up, Freddie Thompson, strike out, and JP Crawford singles. Bo Bichette pops up, unfortunately. All right, so in the bottom of the 6th, we've got Nico Horner up to the plate. He's going to ground out Joe Adell, and then we're going to pitch around Riley Green, who singles. Lamonte is going to strike out. Okay. I thought that was going to come back to bite us so badly. But now we got Bobby Witt Jr., the only source of runs for us in this game. He's going to walk. Castellanos, come on, my guy. 2-run homer for Nick Castellanos, and there it is. There's why we signed him, for that power. The hitting coming in clutch. Thank you, Castellanos. Jesus Sanchez singles. Hey, look at that. Verdugo now, you got a runner on. Flies out. Rutschman walks. All right. What do we have? 1 out? 1 out with Michael Busch coming to the plate. They're going to change pitchers to Will Johnson. They like to use the same pitchers, don't they? Michael Busch grounds into a double play. Gunnar Hoagland is still pitching fine, I'd have to say. So against Yu Chang, pitch. Dingler, pitch. Campos, pop up. There we go. 7 innings from Gunnar Hoagland, and we're looking good. Freddie Thompson now. They're going to switch to Dennis Santana, who they brought in to close us out the other game. Freddie Thompson walks. JP Crawford grounds into a fielder's choice. Bo Bichette walks. There we go. Come on, Bobby. A fielder's choice, but now we have runners at the corner for Nick Castellanos, who flies out. And do I risk Gunnar Hoagland? I mean, he's got a .57 whip. I think we're going to ground out, strike out. 8 innings for Gunnar Hoagland and allowing 3 runs. Jesus Sanchez, pitching change. Oh, we're eating into their bullpen. This is big because we got another game tomorrow. And if we can get a lead and get some hits and we eat into this bullpen again. These are the games of the series that I was hoping for. Hold on. We're not done yet. Let's finish this game. Ground out, fly out, single. 2-run homer from Michael Busch. And we have just given ourselves a massive cushion. Freddie Thompson walks. Hit and run. And he steals the base. All right. JP Crawford now. We can't ground into it. Well, I mean, fielder's choice, I guess. Swing. They're going to switch pitchers to Travis Lank. Another reliever use. Come on. Let's get a hit here, Crawford. He is going to ground out. And I think, we can play with a little bit. Yeah, we can do it. Ground out from Joe Adell. Pitcher a walk. That's fine. Strikeout. Yu Chang grounds out. A complete game there from Gunnar Hoglund, and we win 7-3. Some runs eaten into the bullpen. 4 runs once we got to the bullpen. That is massive. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Okay, I didn't want to jinx it and talk too soon and just blow it in the bottom of the 9th. But if we can get to their bullpen and start to chew it up, that is going to win us this series. They do not have the bullpen to be able to handle us. I mean, I know it's a little bit different and whatnot. Relievers don't need to be as good, but still, they don't have a great bullpen. This is what I was hoping for. And 4 runs against their bullpen in 4 innings is exactly what I wanted to see. But Gunnar Hoglund, 9 innings pitched, 3 runs earned, .56 whip, 7 strikeouts. What a day for Gunnar Hoglund. And here we go. It's Glasnow versus Madden. I think we're not going to use Glasnow. Here at Comerica Park, it's supposed to rain. Interesting. So we probably don't have to worry about home runs as much. Let's use Grayson Rodriguez. There we go. Bo Bichette. All right, starting grounding out. Ty Madden. He's okay. He's pretty average. Verdugo hits a solo homer. We start this one off. The second at bat. We started with a lead. There we go. Castellanos strikes out, and Jesus Sanchez grounds out. Oh, I was going to flip-flop Jesus Sanchez and Alex Verdugo. But here we go. Grayson Rodriguez versus Horner. Ground out. Adell singles. Pitch around Riley Green, who's going to single. To pitch Lamonte Wade. Base is clearing double, and we ground it to a double play. Interesting. He probably flew out and then tried to steal tag up and get third. But pitching around, it didn't exactly go great for me. Wade hit 2 RBIs. I mean, they got a single there. I mean, I'm done pitching. I'm just going to pitch from now on. A walk there from Bobby Witt. Rutschman's going to strike out. Bush strike. Come on, Freddie. You haven't gotten a hit this series. Grounds into a fielder's choice. Dingler flies out. Campos flies out. Matthews pops up. There we go. JP Crawford grounds out. Bichette singles. There we go. Bichette maybe starting to turn the corner for us. Oh, that's right. Ty Madden is a righty, so maybe that was a bit different for our lineup. But anyway, Verdugo now up to the plate is going to walk. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Castellanos, bases clearing double, and we have retaken the lead here in the top of the 3rd. Jesus Sanchez walks, and we again have runners on first and second. Bobby Witt Jr. flies out, but he advances Castellanos to 3rd. Ooh, come on, Rutschman. He is going to strike out, unfortunately, and we now have Isaac Paredes versus Grayson Rodriguez. Strikeout. Horner strikes out. Joe Adell is getting 3 straight strikeouts. Bang, bang, bang. Wonder how many pitches that one took. But now we got Michael Bush. The bottom of the lineup has not been great, but, I mean, we expect the top guys to be the guys to do it for us. A single there from Michael Bush. Freddie Thompson. He's got decent hitting. He's a good bunter. I'm going to bunt. He pops it up. Oh! And a strikeout there from JP Crawford. Bo Bichette strikes out as well. We're going to pitch to Riley. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Riley Green is destroying us this series. He's got, what, 4 home runs now in 4 games this series. That is insane. Yu Chang flies out, and Dylan Dingler. It's really Riley Green, and that's it. I might just intentionally walk him he's never getting a chance to swing the bat again. Verdugo walks. Castellanos strikes out. Come on, Sanchez. Grounds into a fielder's choice. Bobby. Roberto Campos, strikeout. Matthews, fly out. Paredes, singles. Horner singles. And there we go. I could count on Joe Adell getting out. And Ty Madden's low on energy, and it's a tie ball game. Come on, Rutschman. All right, so they're going to go to Keegan Aiken. This is what I'm saying. This is a new face, somebody that they probably don't like to use because they haven't used him yet. A solo homer from Adley Rutschman, and we take the lead. The first at bat, his ERA is infinity. His whip is infinity. Let's pile on, Michael Bush. Oh, he doesn't pile on. But Freddie Thompson singles. Hey, look at that. Hit and run. A ground out, and there we go. Freddie Thompson's now in scoring position for Bo Bichette, who strikes out. He's bad. His average is 5. We're walking him. I don't even care. Lamonte Wade's going to fly out. Yu Chang, singles, runners at the corner. Dingler grounds into a double play, and we get out of it. Whoo-wee! I thought for sure it was going to come back to bite me, but I mean, he's just been that much of a pest. He's batting .500 in this series. Come on, Verdugo. Pop up. Castellanos, walk. There we go. We got a runner. Swing, grounds into a double play, and now we have got Campos against Rodriguez. Rodriguez still's got some energy to go here in the 7th. Ground out, Matthews, strikeout, Paredes, strikeout. There we go. So that might be the end of Grayson Rodriguez. He's been okay. Detroit's got 7 hits with 3 runs, right? So maybe we want to get somebody who can maybe shut them down. But anyway, we got Bobby Witt Jr., strikeout. Adley Rutschman pops up, and Michael Busch flies out. So let's go to a lefty. Ryan Weathers. We haven't used him yet, and he's our best reliever. He's a great lefty. I'm excited. Let's go. Nico Hoerner, singles. Adele hits a 2-run home run. Do I pitch to Riley Green?
Take your base, ball 4.
That's fine. Pitch around him. Lamonte, yes, we catch him stealing. Single.
3.
Strikeout. Oh my God. Weathers is just 4 straight base runners before his first strikeout, a caught stealing, and a fly out. There we go. But now it's all or nothing, or we go to the game 5. Freddie Thompson. They're bringing in Gary Moreau, the closer.
3.
Strikeout. JP Crawford. Gary Moreau is a righty. Crawford against righties got 70-57 with good discipline, but do I want to pinch hit? Do we have somebody better against righties? Powassan? I don't think so. I think it's best to just not bring somebody off the bench. Crawford's going to ground out. Bo Bichette walks. We're still alive. Alex Verdugo now. Come on, my guy. Flies out. And we're going to lose 5-4. And yet again, we are going to a game 5. Back-to-back years where we are going to 5 in the ALDS. And it's Matt Manning, not versus Grayson Rodriguez, but it is Matt Manning versus probably Gallen. Gallen had the best outing, I think, besides Gunnar Hoglund. Glasnow hasn't pitched, but I'd like to avoid having him pitch. And let's go with Gallen. He was good. Peterson was not. So let's do it. All right. Hoerner versus Gallen. A pop-up. Adele. Fly out. Green. Walk. That's fine. And a ground out. Again, he can be on base. I don't care. Just, I'm sick of these stupid solo shots. And it's Matt Manning against Bo Bichette. Fly out. Verdugo. Ground out. Castellanos. Pop-up. Yu Chang. Doubles. A strikeout. A ground out. A walk, which is not a bad thing. Paredes grounds into a fielder's choice, and we get out of it. Come on, guys. Let's get a base hit. Sanchez, fly out. Bobby Witt, singles. There we go. There's our first base hit. Let's do something with it now. Hit and run. Caught stealing. And a ground out. That's what I was afraid of. I got to stop hitting and running unless it's desperation time at the end of a game. Fly out. Joe Adele, pop up. Pitch to Riley Green, who flies out. There we go. Can't pitch scared anymore. Michael Busch, ground out. Freddie Thompson, sing. Beautiful, Freddie. Let's go. JP Crawford, strike. Bo, buddy. Come on. Fly out. Lamonte Wade versus Gallen. A walk. Yu Chang walks. And a run is scored on a single from Dingler. They have taken the lead. Campos. Bases clearing double. Strikeout. Sacrifice bunt. Ground out. Okay. Matt, we're now down 3 runs. Verdugo strikes out. Castellanos singles. Sanchez strikes out. Bobby Witt strikes out. Joe Adele, solo homer from Adele. A ground out from Green. A double from Wade. A strikeout and a strikeout. And that's it. Gallen is done. Adley Rutschman now. Swing. Michael Busch. Swing. Freddie Thompson doubles. Come on, Crawford. Oh, we just need a base hit. Get back into this thing. And he pops it up. Pitching change. We're going back to Jordan Wicks. Campos, singles. Matthews, double play. That's beautiful. And Paredes, singles. Hoerner, strikeout. Okay. But we need to score a run. Bo Bichette, singles. Here we go. Can we eat into him here in the 6th? Verdugo grounds into a double play. Castellanos, double. Sanchez, grounds out. Joe Adele grounds out. Riley Green flies out. Lamonte Wade flies out. Guys, it's now or never. Bobby Witt flies out. Rutschman flies out. Busch grounds out. Oh my God, what a good game from them. Pitching wise and defensively. Yu Chang strikeout. Dingler strikeout. Campos strikeout. This game is ground to a halt as far as offensive action, and that plays right into Detroit's hands. Freddie Thompson, pinch hit. Freddie Thompson. Matt Manning is what? Matt Manning is absolutely dotting us up. Oh my God. Freddie Thompson, he's 2 for 2 today. Ground out. Crawford doubles. There we go. Bichette grounds out. Verdugo. We score a run. Okay. We have a lifeline. Castellanos grounds into a fielder's choice. Damon Matthews flies out. Paredes grounds out. And Horner grounds out. It's all down to this. And they're going to bring in their closer right now. Gary Moreau versus Jesus Sanchez, who's been quite poor. Gary Moreau is a righty. Do we want to bring in somebody else to bat for him? 64-62, 70-63. Poisson, Carroll. If anything, it would be Soderstrom. But 75-76 with 70. Yeah, I'm going to let him swing. He's going to single. Beautiful. Bobby Witt Jr. strikes out. Come on, Adley Rutschman. How are you? Yeah, he's so good against righties. Singles. All right, we got 2 on. Michael Bush. I'm counting on you, my guy. Please. You got such good discipline. 65 clutch. Grounds into a double play. And for the second straight season, we are eliminated in 5 in the ALDS. Wow. Second straight. We had a 2-1 lead. We had a 2-1 lead and we blew it. We blew it. Had a 5-4 game here, which is probably our best chance to do it, right? And we blew it. Ryan Weathers blew it. Really? Ryan Weathers, if he doesn't allow a run in the 8th, we move on and we win. It's over. But now, again, we've been eliminated. I don't know what else to do. Our team is so good. Is it me managing? Am I doing something wrong? I'm just telling him to, I guess maybe a couple times. I really don't know what else I can do. We're going to take another run at it. We're going to take another crack at it. We have a studded roster. We need to get that first seed. We really do. We need to play the team that played in the wild card game. We do. I think that's our answer here. But that's all the time I have for this one, guys. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And I will see you guys in the next one.
It's a free for all, free for all.